So basically, the case conceptualization of CRM is based on Colin Ross's work of attachment to the perpetrator and locus of control shift. Attachment to the perpetrator is when we are drawn and driven through biology of being a mammal to attach to our caretakers. Attachment to the perpetrator problem, though, happens when we are trying to attach to a caretaker who is abusive, neglectful, vacant, and simply not the parents that we wished we had. Therefore, the problem is we're trying to attach to someone who's hurting us. And that creates a major quagmire, so to speak, in terms of I need to attach to survive, but attaching makes me feel like I'm going to die. It's similar to the paradox of therapy as a whole, which is love conquers fear, but fear creates the obstacle to being able to step into love. So what is needed to heal is blocked by the fear, and what is needed to heal the fear is inaccessible because the fear itself blocks that access to love. So there's all these different paradoxes in the case conceptualization. But basically, conceptually, we're looking at finding the source root of what has caused a person's current day symptoms, current day relationship patterns, current day addictions. And those roots, those sources of what's happening for a person now is sourced either from conception through gestation, from birth, all the way through the present time. And what we're looking for is the intolerable affects, the moment of a traumatic experience that created an affect that was so intolerable that it necessitated a fragmentation, that soul-searing rift that occurs at that moment when survival terror, grief, rage, panic, shame, or disgust is so intense that a human being can't tolerate it, and they fragment into dissociation, if it's very severe, and if not, at least a fight, flight, freeze, hide, avoid, defense, and passive defense responses. So we're looking to find the root of those. In the process of doing that, we're targeting the truth of our life, truth of one's life, which is what happened, what didn't happen, that should have happened, the conflict and the paradox of being attached to perpetrators. And I use that term loosely. It's anybody that hurts you, that shouldn't be hurting you. And then how our lives have been really limited as a result of those above three things. And then secondly, we're looking to find the covert or overt manifestations of I'm going to die, I don't exist, I'm a failure as a human being, mom and dad don't love me. So those are the things we're looking for, always tracking and trying to find the consequences and the sequelae of the locus of control shift, which is the way to solve the attachment to the perpetrator. If we believe we are bad, locus of control shift is when we say, it's my fault, I am bad, I'm inherently defective, I don't deserve. Those beliefs in ourselves allows us to solve the problem of seeing our parents as bad. We need to see our parents as really safe. It's the only way we can keep trying to attach to them and stay safe. So in order to keep parents looking safe, we need to find out a way to figure out and explain why we're being abused, neglected, or not cared for. And the only other way to solve that problem is to blame ourselves. So that's the case conceptualization and what we're looking to clear.